Alright, so you can see the dwarves there, kind of center left. They've panicked. I'm moving stuff forward in the middle. His warriors are moving forward. My other gorgers come back on. My Noblars or trappers are still alive somehow, but he's shot everything at the other gorger and killed the other gorger. That's focused him up. So here you go. Second round of combat, and just as before, I fluffed everything, and I end up losing combat. Or this might have been the first round. This is the first round. He's just got so much static combat resolution. He destroys me, doesn't overrun. I run into the river, and something else happens, and it's just nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. Here's just another overview of what all is going on. So I fled there. It was a real pain in the neck. He's got another banner. He's got a banner, so luckily he doesn't get points for my BSB. But because he flees, I lose a battle standard bearer and takes out that whole model, and that's a gigantic ogre model, so that's a royal pain in the neck. So that was my turn 3. His turn 3, he charges, but he doesn't charge my general's unit. He figures he's too far and I'm going to flee and get away. He charges into the flank of my Iron Guts here. Now, stupidly, or perhaps not stupidly, I held here thinking that if I was to run away, then he'd, redirect into my general's unit, and then all hell would break loose and it would just be a disaster. Here you go. So finally, his wizard miscasts actually on his own. The third miscast of the game absolutely annihilates everything in the whole unit except for his BSB. The BSB is the only thing left standing. And so the round before I had miscast with 2 dice on my Slaughtermaster. The Slaughtermaster annihilated himself. I killed or nearly killed the other butcher. So getting back to his combat, he charges in my flank, just absolutely mops me up here, breaks me in combat. I run away. Somehow I get away by an inch. He gets another standard though, and so I've got 2 fleeing units right out in the middle, my 2 biggest units, and I can't do anything about it. So luckily it's my turn next, so I'm gonna get a chance to try to rally and reform, which I do with both. I roll my general first, they rally. Roll my other guy with my general's leadership, they rally. But I can't charge. I reform my Noblars so they can support charge. And just kind of ready to go. See what happens. My lead belchers have fled. They were shot and fled, so now they're moving back up, or they broke when combat was lost. The first ones then fled. Now they're working their way back up. My bulls here in the Earthwood Mirror have been focus fired down, and they're hurt. They're only down to 2 guys, and the butcher's gone. And now you can see here, they've fled all the way to the sorcerer's portal. He's now beaten my Iron Guts. I have 1 left who's fleeing, so that's I need double 1s to rally him, and I roll a 3, and then still not a 1, double 1s. But he doesn't pursue me, figuring I'm going to flee off the board. Just victorious reforms, so he's facing my general's unit, and will accept a charge from me next turn. I'm going to try to charge with my lead belchers there, and try to get into combat. So here's another view of that. I'm setting up here. Now this is my turn 4, and I'm not certain why I didn't double charge with the Noblars. Oh, I did double charge. What I'm doing is I'm setting up to double charge with my Noblars and my general's unit, thinking, oh, at least it's going to be really great, no problem. The Noblars moving through, they get buffed the Lure of Light. We played the river rules completely wrong. We'll say this right now. You get extra ranks, you played steadfast, all this stuff. When we realized it belatedly, we decided that we'd just play that the right rules for the next game. I was really frustrated. Every time I moved into the river, my guys got destroyed. They got shot, fell apart, weakened, all this stuff. The one time he moves in, he gets buffed, so all of a sudden I can't hit him. We go to close combat. I challenge his general. I can't wound. I've got the siege breaker, so it does d6 wounds. First round of combat, I can't. I just fluff everything. Luckily, I survived from him, but it's tough. My lead belchers are down to one guy after combat. Of course, all my charges were made from within their movement, so I don't get impact hits, and this unit's too small anyways. So all in all, like, I'm just getting caught in frustrating spots, some through my own mistakes, some through just bad luck, and wounding myself left and right from the Sorcerer's Portal, from, whatever. It was really, really, really comical. But it made for a really great game, and this is what we wanted to be playing. My second Gorger here, you can see kind of in the middle, is finally gotten into combat. He charges in with the stone thrower, the grudge thrower, and gets 2 wounds put on him, but being unbreakable, he sticks around. Gets 1 for charging, all that kind of stuff. I do 1 wound back. So we're in the middle of this combat. I'm not thinking too well, and I've got my scrap launcher up there, and what I really needed to do was move him back and further away, so that whatever happens, I don't have to charge. This is what I've lost so far. It's really impressive. The only entire unit that I've lost right now, though, is my Noblar trappers. I've lost the BSB, Slaughtermaster, and a Butcher, and a Bruiser. So I've lost some big characters, like point-wise, but I haven't lost any units yet. So that's pretty good. I get rear charged by his Eagle into my Gorger, but I beat him. I focus down on him so I don't get so I can win combat. You can see here he's looking pretty fierce, having eaten the Eagle for dinner, and is going to work on these guys. Another round or so I kill them. My Yetis finally beat the Warhawk. They move up. They get shot by this thing. They're down to 1 wound, so I have to turn around and go heal back up, but then I get shot down again. Second round of combat, this turn 5. His turn 5. We fight another challenge. He gets his attacks. I fail both my ward saves, and if I didn't have a luck Noblar. So my general dies. That pretty much means the end for everything with me. You can see in the background they're all gone. My Yetis are back to full health. They start moving forward to try to charge the Elves, and they get shot down. I end up losing those guys. Of course, I roll to see if I'm within charge distance. I make it by like an inch. It was 18 or 19 inches, and I make it. So I have to charge, and I get destroyed there. My Gorger charges into the rear of these guys, and I don't break them with steadfast and all that kind of stuff, but I do a fair bit of damage, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the game, it's only this unit of Iron Guts and that lone Gorger that have survived. Because these guys somehow rolled 2s and 1s to not flee off the board, but they failed their rally. You can see I've brought him down a whole bunch, but I haven't taken out all that many points. I haven't tallied it up, but I'm thinking that it's either really close to a victory for them, or it's just barely a draw. I mean, with 3,000 points, they have to beat me by double. And, I did take out the High Elf General. I took out some big High Elf points, and so we did alright. But I think they definitely won. Thanks for watching.